hey, here are some things you don't know that you didn't know you need to know. So Karen, what is a contingency?
It is something that must be met before the sale can be finalized.
Okay, so like an inspection. We don't know what the house looks like, so we want to make sure it's standing, has a good foundation, has a good roof, all that fun stuff, no
Yes.
defects. Okay.
Exactly. Another contingency would be, let's say you've got a client who wants to buy, however, they have a house to sell. So being able to put down an offer on a house, it will be contingent on their house selling.
Okay. Well, and in reverse, you can do that as well, where if you're selling, you can make it contingent on finding suitable housing.
Exactly.
There's also a mortgage contingency, which protects the buyer from making sure they can get the money, because the mortgage is their money for the purchase. So if you don't have the money, you don't have to purchase. And then the appraisal goes with that. An appraisal is a contingency as well. If the home does not appraise for that value, then you'd have to navigate that as well. And the buyer is protected to not have to pay more than what the home is worth,
Exactly.
unless they're willing
Unless
to.
they are willing to.
Yep. And then there's clear title contingency. If the home cannot clear title, then the buyer is not going to buy it with a dirty one.
In other words, there's protection for both the buyers and the sellers, depending on what contingency we're talking about, just to make sure that the sale is finalized.